morning, beloved. Todd here, and I want to talk about this morning. One time back in Oklahoma, when my son was my first son, who was 18 now. He was just a baby, and I was when his mom was living that life, partying it up all the time, and working dead-end jobs, but blowing all our money on drugs and alcohol and living it up and partying up, thinking we were doing good. And I wanted to do better. I wanted to quit the party, and I wanted to change my life. So I loaded them up, and we went to left everything and just went to Oklahoma, back to the foster parents that raised me right, that set me on that path that God had for me. And anyway, we got up there, and his mama decided she didn't want to. It was too much for her. Too much of a change at once, I guess. I don't know. But she went back to Texas and left me in Oklahoma with baby Hunter. I was working, doing housing construction, and just praying for the Lord, just in a whole mess. But living with the godly people that try to show me the way, the path that the Lord had for me, living in righteousness and going to church and doing right, living for the Lord. But anyway, I didn't know anybody in McAlester, Oklahoma at this time. I knew nobody. I'd moved away been out of the foster home and moved away and doing my own thing, my own life for a long time. But I was driving down the road in McAlester, Oklahoma, and there was a young lady walking down the side of the road. So out of the goodness of my heart, I stopped and picked this young lady up. Well, mind you, a year prior to this, I'd buried my daddy in Oklahoma, in Poto, Oklahoma. And one thing he asked me before he passed was to go find my twin brothers in Arkansas, whom I'd never met. If I had, it was maybe once when I was really, really young and I didn't remember. But I'm driving down the road in McAlester, Oklahoma, and I picked this young lady up, and she got in the car and she said, "You look awful familiar." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm not from around here." She said, "Do you have any kinfolk in Arkansas?" And I said, "Yeah, my dad said I got two twin brothers in Arkansas." And she said, "Jeremy and Joshua gay?" And I lost it. I just lost it. I had to pull over and gather myself, and I said, yeah, they're my brothers." And she said, I'm best friends with your brothers. And I told her I didn't know where she come from or how. She came from Arkansas. We gathered that. But I told her, "You're going to go get your bags and you're going to take me to my brothers in Arkansas." She said, yes, I will. And she did. And she took me to my brothers in Arkansas. But I say all this morning just to say that God is in the finest of details. He sees where you're at, what you're going through, what you need, and the desires of your heart. And I do believe, I do believe that our loved ones that's passed away, that was right with the Lord, their heart was right with the Lord, and they went on to be with the Lord. I do believe that there's a intervention with them, the angels, or something, because there was no way. What little bit of doubt I had in my mind that the Lord was really involved in the finest of details, that day I lost it all. I lost all the doubt. I knew that was a divine encounter, and there's no possible way that girl from Arkansas came to Oklahoma just for no reason, just with a guy, and I was in Oklahoma when I was in Oklahoma, and we met up, and they happened, and it was just an absolute miracle, divine appointment. So I say that this morning to let you know that He sees you, He loves you. Give your life to Jesus Christ today, because he all hail King Jesus. I love you, He loves you. Good day.